But you know, I get a little scared on those little fucking airplanes, because when little airplanes crash, they make the newspaper. They're so common that they don't even fucking, it's like on the scroll, like underneath the... Now when the big jets go down, whew, wow. Here's a little trick with the big jets. If you get on one of these big airplanes, always sit in the emergency exit row, because you get a lot of extra leg room. And all you have to do to get to sit in those seats is lie. And so the stewardess will come up to you, or knockouts, I'm sorry, they're flight attendants. You gotta be very careful with words. But I'm from a different time. You know, when I was young, if you were a flight attendant and you were a lady, we called you a stewardess. And if you were a flight attendant and you were a man, we called you a, a steward. You motherfuckers, man, I should walk off this stage in disgust. Unfucking believable. What's hard with words, you know? I mean, everybody can be anything nowadays, you know? And I remember when I was a kid was little, you know, I told him, I said, you can be anything you want, Dylan. And he said, I want to be 7 feet. And I said, let me rephrase that. You can be one of 5 things. But yeah, now you can be anything you want, man. Now when I was a kid, when I was young, I remember one time I went up to my dad, right? And I said, Dad, I think I'm a little girl. And he said to me, I thought you had a cock. And I was like, oh yeah, you got me. But I only say that to show how hateful we were back then. Now my dad was not completely hateful, you know, he fought Hitler. People are complicated. He had his good side, he fought Hitler. But he had his evil side, where he thought having a cock had something to do with being a boy. I mean, it's hard for us to even fathom such an idea today, but back then, we were hateful. Now, you know what my friend told me? He goes, you gotta get woke, you know? Because I'm not woke. But why is it I have to believe fucking, just because some person believes some fucking shit? You know what I mean? Like I was talking to this lady, fucking, that was a man, whatever the fuck it was. It was a man. But it was clearly a lady. So the man says to me, because I'm Christian, the man says to me, how can you believe in an invisible man in the sky? I go, well, I believe you're a fucking man. Ain't that far a fucking jump. Shouldn't she have to believe what I say, or? How dare you say Jesus Christ? How dare you, you fucking ignorant. Anyways, that's the old me. I got my woke jokes. I wrote them on my magic phone. I just started today. But nothing funnier than woke jokes. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody laughs. God damn it, where are my fucking excellent woke jokes? Fuck you, I can't turn my goddamn... You know that, whatever. I have notes on my magic phone and I write them down. But maybe I can just remember it off the top of my head. Here it is. First of all, with woke jokes, you gotta remember one thing. They're not funny. But they're important. And they're said with a great deal of either anger or, you know. So here it is. Hey! Listen, I don't know what's happening to us as Americans, but there's some things that are happening that are wrong. And not who we are as Americans. Now, you take the southern border, and what's happening at the southern border? Well, that is not who we are as America. You know, you may not know this, but there at the southern border right now, today, there are children as young as 2 or 3 years old that are being separated from the people that bought them from the parents or the cartel or whatever, and the kid gets through, and then the cartel guy can't get through, and a deal's a deal. It's not who we are as Americans. Ripped from the arms. I don't think they do that every time, by the way. You know, journalists used to just say, and then they take the, and now it's like, rip. Is that a baby in your arms? Hey, rip that baby out, and then we'll throw it over there. That's actually what any retard believes happens? That's another thing I'm not supposed to say. I got in trouble, I said retard, but anyway, I got in trouble for everything. Like, I said retard, man. So, anyway, I got this reviewer guy all mad at me. He said, fucking Norm said retard. He goes, and the reviewer said, I mean, this just shows how stupid Norm is. And then I said to myself, hey, what about the stupid people? It's not their fault, they're stupid. This guy's insulting fucking all stupid people. I guess you're allowed to insult stupid people, unless they're real stupid and they're retards. I don't get it. You tell me the rules and I'll do my best. And context means something, right? Apparently not. Like, I remember when I said retard in my act, because I remember the joke. And here was the context. You tell me if this makes any difference. The context of me using the word retard was, I love retards. Is that hate speech? Can that possibly be defined as hate speech? I'll tell you the precise thing I said. I said that because the reason is I do love retards. And I use the word retard because it's just, I know what it means. It means arrested in your development, sometimes retarded. Stop, slow down, you know. I could say Down syndrome, but then I'd be worried people think I'm a fucking doctor or something, and then and they'd want me to hit their knee with a hammer or something. I don't got time for that. By the way, why do they still do that? What the fuck? How retarded are we? Like, you go to a doctor and he goes, okay, I'm going to hit your knee with a hammer now. You're like, okay, excellent, good idea. Then he hits your knee with a hammer. You're like, my knee! And he's like, excellent. He writes it down on a piece of paper. It's like, that's exactly how you're supposed to react when struck on the knee by a hammer. Good, good. Good, you're not paralyzed. That's good. We can just check that box. But anyway, so that's why I don't say Down syndrome, I say retarded. So, but I love retards, and this is the reason. I had a retard lived I live in an apartment, so 3 apartments away from me. There was this retard. I think he was like 22 years old, lived with his parents, and I was trying to become his friend, and his parents wanted nothing to do with that. For obvious reasons. Because we live in this cynical world where I didn't want to fuck him, obviously. What I wanted is I thought some of his happiness would wear off, because see, retards are happy. That's why I envy them so much. That's why I love them. I mean, goddamn, if there was like an injection of retard juice I could take, I'd take it in a second. Because it's happiness. That's all we want, right? What do we want other than to be happy? And how often are we happy, you know? Once or twice. I mean, not in your life, but, you know. Like I'm happy when I wake up. I think it's because that's when there's all the hope, you know what I mean? I think that's when I'm happiest. I wake up and I'm like, ah, goddamn. I'm glad I bought that Tempur-Pedic pillow. Goddamn, that was the best purchase of my life. But then, that doesn't last long because the light comes in and then, you know, kind of your life comes in and it gets all over you like a fucking spider or whatever. Something. You're like, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck happened to me? Well, you ever look in the mirror? I'm not talking physically. I mean, like late at night or something, you get up, you turn the light on, you look in the mirror, you go, ah! What became of me? I used to be a nice fella. And at that point, I'd like to have a retarded friend, and he'd go, hey, I like bananas. I go, yeah, me too, goddamn. I never thought of it that way, man. They're yellow. You're fucking right, they're yellow. What do you say we go buy a fucking banana right now, me and you? Happiness, man, that's hard. I remember, this is what I think of happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I went to Frontierland. God damn, it was the coolest place. They had a bank and like a sheriff would come out in a bank robbery. And the sheriff, there'd be a guy in that voice. The Sheriff Clayton's coming, you know, and he'd come and it was the coolest thing. And there was this old prospector, except he was Mr. Becker from down the street, but whatever. He was pretending to be an old prospector. So he said, hey, young fellers, how would you like to pan for gold? And we were like, sure, Becker, yeah. And so we go, and I don't know if you've ever panned for gold, but it's a bunch of sort of sand in water, right? In a trough of water, so, and then you take a thing, you go like this here, you know, for about 20 minutes, and at the end, you have a bunch of sand. And then you're like, what the fuck? Hey, Becker! The fuck's the gold? And I'm like, no, keep going, so you fucking like forever, and then finally there's the shadow of a glister of a fucking some gold-looking thing, and then you're thrilled. You're like, gold. You're like Daffy Duck. Gold. So that's how I look on life. That most of life, sand. Once in a while, a little gold. But most of your life is just like, You ever walk through sand? Damn, this motherfucking sand. Hey, what's that? Oh, it's a little piece of gold. Hey, I'm happy. Meanwhile, retards are walking around with big bars of gold in their hands, you know, skipping down a golden road with golden clouds in the sky and all their golden friends. So I think it's the people that are against me on retards that really don't like retards, because they pity them. And what worse thing you can do to a person than pity them? You know, what a ugly thing to do to a person, to pity them. I envy retards. I see them pitied, you know. I'll see people looking. There'll be four retards, you know, standing there. There'll be guys looking at them, go, look at them laughing over there. It's a damn shame.
It's a damn shame.
They don't understand the horrors of life. That's the problem. And you know what the most tragic thing is? There's no cure for it. They'll probably die happy. I love me my retard. Where's my retards tonight? Kathy Griffin's got her gays, I got my retards. I don't know where the fuck we started talking about that. But I was in the airplane. I was flying, and you know they have those. I was saying about I know what I was talking about the emergency exit rows. Because the stewardess, that's where we all got into this mess in the first place. The stewardess, or the flight attendant, comes to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I get all kinds of fucking shit. God damn, I think a lot of important shit. I didn't realize I wrote it down. Well, here's one. You know what frightens me maybe more than anything in the world? This is what keeps me awake at night sometimes. What if a terrorist got a hold of a dirty bomb, right? And just blew it up over like the northeast of the United States and killed like, 20, 30 million Americans. Can you imagine the backlash against innocent Muslims? Try to understand, Understand. That's all you can do. Try to put your